Hi friends, hope you are doing great. So today we'll be solving the car fleet problem. In this problem, there are n cars going in the same direction in one lane road with some destination like they have to reach. And apart from it, we are given two arrays. One is a position array and one is a speed array. So let me draw it for you. So suppose this is a road with some target and there are some cars moving towards this target. They are at some position with some speed. Now what we have to do is we have to find the car fleet. So car fleet is the number of cars reaching at a target in same time is known as car fleet. A car fleet can be a single car also. Let me explain you. So suppose there are three cars A, B, C. Now this car has take 5 seconds, this car takes 10 seconds and this car takes 15 seconds. Now if you see these cars will not collide with each other. Why? Because this car will reach the same destination faster. Now this is the second fastest car, this third fastest car. So there are total 3 cars reaching towards this target. So this will become three car fleet. But suppose suppose this car is taking 10 seconds and this car is taking 5 seconds and there is one more car that is taking 15 seconds. Obviously this car is the fastest car, so it will collide with the A car to reach towards the target. So now these two cars will touch their bumper to bumper and the fastest car will speed now become equivalent to the slowest car, that is A, and it will take 10 seconds to reach the destination. So the diagram will something look like this. Now there are total 3 cars reaching at the destination, the target, but if you see there are one pair of car is reaching at one time and one car or that is reaching at single time. So there are 2 cars that are reaching. So now it will become a 2 car fleet. Same example, if it takes like 5, 10, 15, first car takes 15 seconds, second car takes 10 seconds and the third car takes 5 seconds. Now each car will collide with each other because the time taken by the previous cars are less and the speed is high. So therefore they will collide with the car and it will result into forming single car fleet only. The diagram will look like this. Now each car are touching bumper to bumper. Therefore we'll say it is a car fleet. Now let me move towards the solution. So suppose we are given position array. So the position are given like this and we are given some speed of the particular each position of the car and the target is 12. So I have drawn this in the sorted order based on the distance. So remember this, I'm sorting these cars based on their distance. So now if you see I've already calculated the time taken, but how we'll calculate the time is, so time is equal to distance upon speed. So therefore now the time taken by the 0th car, target which they have to reach is 12, the current distance is 0 and the speed is 1. So therefore it will take 12 units to reach a particular distance. Now suppose now this is the third car, the distance is 3, not the third car, the car which is having speed distance as 3. So this is 3, we'll say target minus the distance of the car upon the speed, that will result into this time, that is 3. Same will do with all of the other cars. Okay. So we got the time there. Let's write down the time 3, 7, 1, 1. Okay. So what we'll do is assume that there is a car that is already reached at 0th second. Okay. Thus the time taken by this car is 0. It's just an assumption. Why we are doing is, let me tell you. So we'll say that the current car. So we'll start with this car. We'll name it as current car. So we'll assume the 0 is the next car for the first time. The last car less than or equal to 0. No, it is not. So we'll update the count to 1 and we'll update the next nearest car to 1. Next nearest car or next fastest car. So it will become as n. Now we are at this current position. So we'll say is current car less than or equal to the next fastest car? Yes, it is equal, or yes, it is less. So we'll not update the count. We'll not update the next fastest car also. Now our current car will become 7. Now we'll say that 7 is less than or equal to 1. No, we'll update the count to 2 and we'll update the next nearest car to 7. Now 7 becomes our next fastest car. Now we'll check with the current car will become 3. Is 3 is less than equal to 7? Yes, will not update the count, will not update the nearest value. Now we'll check if 12 is the current car. Is 12 less than or equal to 7? No, it is not equal. Then we'll update the count to 3 and will update the next fastest car to 12. So as you can see, this is the last element in the array. will return this count. So there are total 3 car fleets in this array. So if you see, these 2 will become car fleet, this 2 will become car fleet, and this is the one. Let me write code for you. We will say less const car is equal to, we'll create an array. We'll say for let I is equal to 0, I is less than position dot length, and we'll say I plus plus. Now what we'll do is the time taken should be target minus position of the current car divided by the speed of the current car. Now we'll cars dot push. Well, I'll push the current position, I'll push the speed, and then we'll push the time taken. So we are creating a single array out of it, so that we can sort this array based on the position, and then we can take the time taken by the each car according to the position. So cars dot sort a comma b, so it's a JavaScript function. So I'm sorting on the base of the first position array, the first element. So now let count is equal to 0 of the car fleet, and let next fastest car to be 0 for the initial time. So we'll say let I is equal to cars dot length minus 1, I is greater than or equal to 0, and then I minus minus, because we are traversing from the last part. So we'll say if the current car speed is less than or equal to the next fastest car, is less than or equal to next fastest car, so that means it will collide and will not update the count or anything. If the current car time taken is more, so therefore it will not collide with the next fastest car. So we'll say count plus equal to 1, we'll add the count, and we'll update the next fastest car to the current car speed, and we'll return the count of number of total car fleets. So the time complexity of this complete function is n log n y, because we are sorting this array. So that's why, even though we are looping it once only, here also once and here also once, but we are sorting it. Time complexity is n log n, and pace complexity is n, because we are creating an array. So hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe.